The Cowboy Outlaw hand crank sewing machine will significantly speed up the build process of most of your projects. While a sewing machine will speed up the build process, it must be used properly to ensure that there are no issues with the machine itself. On hand crank machines, the normal method of operation requires that the crank be pulled down to move the needle down and up to lift the needle. A common error many users will make is a short throw. A short throw is when you do not cycle the machine completely. A short throw can and will make the machine jump its timing or seize completely. One of the main reasons that people have issues with sewing machines is that they have not threaded the machine properly. When a machine is not threaded properly, nothing will make it work right, not adjusting the tension, changing the needle, or oiling the machine. Another issue most people run into is using the wrong needle for the thread or putting the needle into the machine backward. Before beginning any stitch, make sure that there is enough thread on the bobbin to complete your stitch. When installing a needle into the machine, make sure the channel is facing to your left and the scarf is facing to your right. When threading the machine, start by setting the spool of thread onto the machine. Pull the thread through the guide above the spool. Pass the thread through and around the first tensioner from back to front, looping it twice. Now make a full counterclockwise wrap around the first spring tensioner. Once the first tensioner is wrapped, wrap the second tensioner clockwise once. Holding the thread on the second spring tensioner, pass it through the second bar tensioner from front to back, making 2 wraps. Now pass the thread through the eye of the take-up bar. Pull the thread through the hole in the machine body. Pass the thread through the needle guard. Pull the thread tight, lifting the needle guard, and hold it up. Now, pass the thread through the eye of the needle from left to right and pull it to the back of the machine. Remove the bobbin cover. Press the tab on the side of the bobbin case to release the bobbin from the machine. When installing a bobbin, make sure that the hand crank is in the upright position. Pull about 4 inches of thread off the bobbin and hold it tightly. Set the bobbin into the bobbin case with the thread running counterclockwise. Pull the thread down until it clicks into the guide. Now close the bobbin case, holding the top thread tightly, cycle the machine and pull the bobbin thread through. Once both threads are pulled behind the presser foot, reinstall the bobbin cover. When sewing on a Cowboy Outlaw, use the presser foot lift lever on the handle to lift the foot up and place the material under the presser foot. Sew back 4 stitches and then turn the piece and stitch down the line. Once you have reached the end of the stitch, turn the piece and back stitch 4 stitches. If the stitch is continuous, you do not have to back stitch at the beginning or end, just overstitch where you started at least 4 stitches. When you're done stitching, lift the foot and remove the material from the machine. Make sure to cut all threads as close as possible to the surface of your material. A hand crank sewing machine like the Cowboy Outlaw will significantly speed up the build process of most projects, and knowing how to thread the machine properly will remove the biggest headaches associated with using a machine. A hand crank sewing machine is perfect for leather workers that don't have a lot of space available to them or who routinely work without electricity, such as those who provide mobile repair services. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.